Pawasa, with your perspective on that big story. Tahavur Hussain Rana, the prime accused in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, is undergoing his third straight day of interrogation. The National Investigation Agency is questioning the Chicago-based Pakistan-born businessman for crucial details of the planning and execution of the attacks that shook India. Rana is alleged to have aided the Pakistan-backed terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba alongside his associate David Coleman Headley. On 26 November 2008, 10 terrorists had infiltrated Mumbai by sea, launching a 4-day siege that killed 166 people and injured hundreds, marking one of the worst terror strikes in India. Officials say Rana remains uncooperative during questioning. The NI has now sent fresh voice samples of Rana for forensic testing to match with intercepted 2008 calls and determine if he gave instructions during the attack. Inside his cell, Rana has requested a Quran and prays 5 times daily. He's also asked for a pen and paper and remains under tight surveillance. Investigators believe Rana may hold key information not just about 26/11, but also an alleged Lashkar plot to assassinate then Gujarat Chief Minister, now Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Rana reportedly joined Lashkar around 2005, a period coinciding with Headley's discussions on a planned operation involving Ishrat Jahan, allegedly tied to a 2006 assassination bid against Modi. The Sunday Guardian had reported these details in an exclusive based on reports from India's National Investigation Agency, interrogation notes by the FBI and an Intelligence Bureau file. Could Rana's questioning then shed light on his involvement in other potential terror plots or assassination bids on Indian soils? Joining us now is Madhav Nalapat, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. He's joining us live from Trivandrum in India. Appreciate you being live with us today, Madhav Nalapat on NewsX World. Do you believe that, as the Sunday Guardian has reported, the role of the Lashkar-e-Taiba in this assassination plot on the then Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi, Tahavur Rana's interrogation could perhaps shed more light on the same now that he is in the NI's custody in India?
Uday, let me tell you that Chief Minister Modi, he was a subject of so much of abuse, so much of trolling, not just in India, but even more in Pakistan. The effort was to paint him in the most horrible color, when in fact he was running Gujarat very well. And barring that initial incident where he was not yet completely in the saddle, and where frankly it's not only him, but the central government also that bears some responsibility. The fact is that because of the fact that he was wildly popular as Chief Minister of Gujarat, the fear was that he would someday come and take over as the Prime Minister of India. And of course, that is something which frankly some of us have felt and even written about from around the end of 2011 onwards, that Prime Minister Modi is likely to be the next Prime Minister of India and lead the BJP to victory. So the point is, that was a justification, frankly, for attempting his assassination. I have no doubt this story is correct, and I hope that Mr. Rana will have the good sense to confess everything, because that's the only way he will, frankly, be able to, first of all, do justice to all the victims that he has done. This will be a part justice, but very importantly, it is very important that Mr. Rana speak the truth. And I firmly believe it is the truth that there was an assassination plot against Prime Minister Modi for a simple reason. Just check the trolling during that period. Just check the hate speeches during that period. Just check all the statements made in not only India, but in Pakistan especially. And then you will know from the atmosphere in Pakistan, the toxic atmosphere, why it is very, very, very not just likely, but certain that there was a plot to assassinate Chief Minister Modi before the general election and before he could take over as the Prime Minister, because he was clearly on an upward path politically, and the BJP was more and more elements were turning to his leadership, and that began from around 26/11 attack onwards. And I would say, therefore, the justification was precisely that. We are talking about this. I remember the LTTE.
Yes.
The justification for killing Rajiv Gandhi was that he thought that he would be the next Prime Minister of India.
Right.
They thought he would be in an upward trajectory and be the next Prime Minister. And he's the person who sent the IPKF. So they assassinated him. The same way Tahir Rana sought to assassinate Prime Minister Modi, but frankly, in this case, they did not succeed. And now Prime Minister Modi is there with us, and hopefully he'll be there for
absolutely.
term,
Professor Nalapat, also we do believe sources tell us that so far Tahir Rana is cooperating. What do you believe the line of questioning of the NI so far is? It's a third day of his grilling today. Possibly even local individuals' role in 2611 also likely to be asked by the NI to him. We do know, of course, about the Pakistani conspirators, but what about those within India who helped and aided? Could Rana spill the beans on that too?
Uday, there's absolutely no doubt that there was a local help. There's no doubt about it. In fact, frankly, UPI.com, I did mention this fact that there was almost an inside job, quite frankly, and a lot of local help was there. Unfortunately, the government of the day did not pursue the leads sufficiently vigorously, and as a consequence, many of the co-conspirators escaped. I hope some of them, at least those of them who are still with us, some of them will be identified thanks to Rana's deposition and brought to justice finally, because what they did was a heinous crime against the 1.4 billion people of India today.
Madhav Nalapat, appreciate you joining us with your perspective on this big story. Well, on that note, that's all the time.